Hello everyone, welcome back. Um, I want to do a diversion right now. Been working a lot on Tales of Suburbia, and I was going to work on it right now, but I decided that I would do a video on strange errors. And I've found these in the past. I think we talked about Assel instead of else, and there was a problem with that. And okay, there's been some other ones, but I got some real weird ones here, guys, and I don't know. Before I get started, is whoever's leaving messages to me in my like my last video and some of the ones before that, the messages aren't coming through, so I don't know what's going on. I've said this before. There's like an indicator of a message, and it's not available. I usually when people leave messages, I get a bell, and a lot of times they come through on my desktop through Windows, or I get a bell on YouTube. And then lately, it's been I have to search into the file management and look for comments, and then they're not there, like ghost comments. I don't know what's going on. I want you guys to keep leaving comments, but I don't know why they're not getting to me. We're having ghosting problems here for some reason. I don't know if people are writing them and then erasing them. I have no idea. But anyways, so whoever sent me a message on my previous video about the boot tape, I didn't get it, and I didn't get a few other. That's just what's been happening. I don't know what's going on. Keep trying, but we're gonna go over bizarre errors on the TRC Color Computer 1 and 2. So the first one I'm gonna look at here is we're gonna print. I'm writing print. I could put a question mark, but I don't know. We're gonna say print note. Okay, print note. It has a value of -1. I have no idea why. I just booted this computer up. There's no list. I haven't done anything to it. I just turned it on. But this is strange. Print note. It has a value of -1. Okay, that's bizarre error number 1. I can't explain it. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, now if I make a program here and I put letter 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 equals a value of 1, which I can do. You can spell out words. I can put whatever I want. I can put Bob equals 2, and it registers. It's just a variable, and if we print Bob, it comes back as 2. But if we put letter equals 1 and we run this, okay, it's saying okay. Okay, let's print. Let's try. Now we're gonna go through. We're gonna print the letter. It should equal 1, right? It tells us there's a syntax error in 2. Okay, so strange, right? If we say letter equals 1, it says okay, but then when we try to print the value of letter, it's a syntax error. That one I can explain, but I'm not going to explain it right now. We're going to go on to line 3. And if I can remember what the other one was, oh yeah, here's another one. Dime equals whatever, 5. let's run this. Syntax error in 2, let's run 3. Syntax error in 3. See what's happening here? So it accepts this as a value of 1, but then when you try to recall it, there's a syntax error. And if we say dime equals whatever, 5, it's an automatic syntax error. So we have 3 going on here. If we try to print the value of note, it comes up as -1 for no apparent reason. Letter, it accepts the value, but it won't print the value. And then if we try to assign a value to dime, there's an error. So I want to see if we can say note equals 5. Nope, we can't do that. So these are really bizarre, strange errors, and I can explain these two, but I'm going to let you guys try to figure out what's going on here. Okay, this one I can explain as well. Print note. I can and I can't. I can explain these two. I can half explain this, but I have no idea why it's coming up with a -1. So I have no idea. I have half of an idea on this one, but not the other half. These two are pretty obvious, but so I was going through my Tales of Suburbia game, and I have a lot of different items in the game. There's several items. I mean, there must be a dozen or more, and I give them names, and I set values of 0, 1, or 2, and if it has a value of 0, we don't have the object. If we have the object, it's equal to 1. It's just a digital format that makes the game go faster. And then if we've used the object, then it has a value of 2. So you can figure that out for yourself. That's how I do it. And as I was assigning values, I had to change the names. I had to change letter. I changed it from note to letter, and then I finally had to abandon that and call it something else. I try, because in the game you get a letter from your sister, and that wasn't working. So then I tried note, and that didn't work either, and I had to finally change it to something else. And the same thing with dime, I can't use that. I have to use like 10 cents. So I could say 10 cents. I forgot to spell. 10 cents equals, we don't have it. So if I print 10 cents, it's 0. I should have made it here. We'll say 10 CEN cent. I can't spell. I'm going too fast here. Equals 10. 10 cents equals 10, right? So print 10 cents 10. So you can have like multi-word variables, but you have to be careful what you call them because it conflicts with some commands. And like here, it doesn't see this as the word letter. It sees it as let. So nobody uses that anymore, but that's what the computer sees. So like you can say let, I don't know why anybody would do this, let A equal 5. So if we run 4, it's just, it was like an earlier, that's what they used to have to do, let A equal 5 for a variable. Now you just say A equals 5, and it's the same thing. So nobody says let anymore, but so that was the conflict there. But it's not obvious. It's not always obvious when you're programming. And for this one here, dime, it's dimension. It's looking at this as dimension. So I can say dimension E and it'll say okay. But it's looking at that as literally dimension. You can have different dimensions. That doesn't work, but I forgot how to use dimensions, guys. Isn't that funny? I mean, but there's a dimension command in there, and so that's what it's looking at. And but for this, for note, print note, I can see this as the computer looking at it as not, as an and, not, get, and put, and all that crap. And there's some other ones, they're really bizarre. They don't make much sense. But I think it's looking at not. But for me, that would come up as a syntax error like the other ones. In this case, it assigns it a value of -1. I have absolutely no idea. I think I discovered this maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was going to mention it on the Discord, or I think you guys were doing a new show on something. I don't know what it was, and I was talking right at the end, but I didn't mention it. But if anybody knows what the hell this is about, let me know. And so that's it. I am going to close this up right here, and I'm done. And I'll see you guys in a few days after I update Tales of Suburbia again, okay? And I don't know, send a message if you can. Send more than one if you can. I miss the conversations. I can't get them picked up again, no matter what I try. So I don't know. Either we're getting ghost comments or nobody's commenting. So I'm stuck here between a rock and a hard place. It's really frustrating. I know people are still watching because we got 90 views on the last Tales of Suburbia update, not the boot tape, but the one right before that. And I'm still trying to figure out that boot tape. I've actually decided to just do the best I can with it. I'm still working on it. It'll function as good as I can make it function, but I don't know. I don't have all of the information I need to really make that really effective. I think you might have to poke some values into memory somewhere. I want to poke like different numbers. I just need to be able to do that. I don't know how. Somebody's going to have to help me on that. I don't know who, but I suppose if I poked, like, I could poke a number to a location, and it would have to stay there on a soft reset or a tape change where it would load something else. It would have to stay between tape changes, program changes, and soft resets. The only way I want these numbers to go away is with turning the machine off. And I know there's got to be a way to poke numbers into memory somewhere and have them stay there the way I'm describing, but I don't know how. So somebody help me out here. I could finish Tales of Suburbia. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do it on it'll still work, but it won't be as, I could finish it, but it's not going to be as encrypted as I want it to be. I want to make it so that you have to go through the boot tape, but so far that's not happening, and it does to some degree, but I need more information. Even if you point me to a book, something, I don't know where to find it, but I'm going to end it here. I'll talk to you guys in a few days probably. Take care. Maybe I'll stop in on the show. I actually have time this weekend, so I'll try to do that, at least as a chat member. And I guess it starts at 2, so I'll try to get there at the beginning. And that's it. So take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.